I could give an entire TED Talk on different tanning techniques and different tanning products. So let's talk about face contouring with tanning product. So the product I showed in my last video is a gel. It's clear and it goes on clear and then develops over time to turn into a different color. That is not good for face contouring. You're not able to see where you're putting the product, so you can't see how it's gonna dry and how it's gonna blend, all of those things. So you often hear people say color guide, but what they mean is that it's pumped out and actually is a color when you pump it out and apply the product. Versus something that has no color and it later develops, it's just like a clear, goes on clear and develops later. You won't be able to see where you're putting it, and that's a problem, especially with face contouring. You want to be able to see the color. For me, this is my tried and true tanning product. I use this as my base, and I also use this all for my face contouring. Because I'm on tretinoin, because I do peels, because I do all of these things, I do face contour probably every 3 days, depending on kind of what's going on with my skin, but my body lasts a lot longer. But just because of how frequently I'm washing my face and like the serums and actives that I'm putting on my skin, my face specifically, it just wears quicker. So don't be surprised if you have to do this more often than your rest of the body. I like a darker color. I've been tanning for a long time and typically have a darker color skin. I stay out of the sun now because skin cancer runs in my family, and it's something that I'm very worried about. So I try to stay out of the sun as much as possible, but we make up with it in other places right here, because you're a better person when you're tan, okay? That's my core beliefs about myself, okay? So I have a little kabuki brush. It's just like this travel kabuki brush. I only use it for tanning. It's like this. I think I have this in my Amazon storefront, but I'm sure any brush will do, any like makeup brush. And then I prefer a mousse. I think you could probably use anything as long as it has the color in it. I've just always preferred mousse. Mousse is just my preferred method. It dries really fast and I really like it. So my skin is clean and dry. I've already washed it, exfoliated, all of the things. So it's clean and dry. And what I'm gonna do is take this, I just take my little mitt and I pump on, and you're gonna look a little crazy. So I definitely recommend the first few times you do this, make sure you don't have like some amazing, incredible event the next day. Practice, it takes time. And it also fades really quickly. So while this is pumped like this, I'm gonna put my brush in and just get some of the product on here. And I like to start off with my cheekbones. And for me, I just kind of go, again, you're thinking about where you contour your face, so shadows. So I kind of go underneath here, and it looks a little crazy. I'll blend it in later. And then I go up on my forehead. I go up into my hairline. This is important. I have a big forehead, so it's important that I get into my hairline, and just kind of like shade it down like this. Okay, we need it, and it will dry up. So don't be surprised if you got to do a couple of these. And then I just go on this side right here. And then please, under your jaw, again, you're trying to cast a shadow with the product. So putting it under your jawline makes your jawline pop. So you want to where you would want a shadow to appear, which is down here. And I go up into my like behind my ears. And then I just brush this kind of down and like blend it out. You definitely don't want harsh lines, but this is considered to me like underpainting. And it's gonna look a little crazy when you go to bed. You would never like walk out like this, like show your face in public. But this is just building you like a really great natural look. I don't contour my nose. I really love my nose, but I see a lot of people take a smaller brush and like contour their nose. I think my nose is fine as is. I actually have a really small nose. So I just kind of like put a little bit of product over it, and then I put a little bit on my chin as well. So like now this to me looks perfect. I would just leave this as is, just again, making sure I blend into my hair. And now I'm gonna sleep with this overnight. And in the morning, I'll show you again how it washes off, because when you wash it off, it looks so natural, it looks so good. So I will show you in the morning, but this is what it looks like at night.